What's up everyone, this is Super Marcel and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 3. In the last episode of, what, 3 weeks ago? We have made the Tyrannus. We've gotten 5 stars in Jurassic World China, and we're ready to move on to the next campaign. And yeah, I'm back. I've done several stuff. You know, I was at a paleontology conference where I did like a dig at Naracord caves, and I've attended a conference, listened to some people talk about paleontology stuff, new discoveries. I got to watch prehistoric planet early, and yeah, just that. But even after that, that was only just a week. After that, so place right now. And I had to go through all the boxes and stuff just to set everything up. I'm still not completely 100% finished with setting up my room, at least. But I at least have enough to get the microphone and the computer and start filming Jurassic World Evolution again. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, there's your explanation of the extra hiatus. It took so long to make another episode. But anyways, let's move on to... Before I left, I made a poll, right? It should have gone for a week, because I thought I would be back much shorter, but I've been gone for 3 weeks, so you guys had even longer time to vote for. But yeah, like overwhelmingly positive that you guys want me to go to Japan. Obviously, it makes sense. It's the only place that really continues the campaign, while the other 2 islands seem to just be like make 5 stars or whatever. Yeah. So Japan is interesting. Wait, where is it? Here we go. Katsuyama Ka. Manage the chaos of a ruined theme park where carnivores have escaped into the wild. So yeah, this is going to be interesting to do what we're going to do. There's a lot of... Well, not a lot. There's a few dinosaurs in Japan that I can try and work with. There's Fukuya Raptor, which is a mega raptor. But unfortunately, Australoveneta is not in the game for now. So we'll try and work with something else. We'll probably put in like Velociraptor or something. There's Fukuyosaurus, which was like a type of Edmontosaurus. Then there's Kumayosaurus. I don't know. I can't remember whether Kumayosaurus or Fukuyosaurus was the Edmontosaurus. But one of them is an Edmontosaurus. One of them is like an iguanodontid type dinosaur, but not quite iguanodon itself. It's weird, but we'll gloss over that later, right? Yeah, and there's like this Silurosaur. I'll just simplify it that because it's not quite a Dromaeosaur, it's not quite a Troodont. It's just this basic dinosaur. So we can probably get like Troodon or something for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of Japanese dinosaurs. It's like pretty much like just as sparse as Australian dinosaurs when it comes to dinosaurs. But I do have a backup plan for what I would want to do for Japan, right? Depending on what they try and force us to, you know, play in the actual game of the campaign that is. But like, I'm thinking like, so what's one thing that's very popular in Japan, right? And I was thinking in the back of my head, Godzilla, right? I love Godzilla, man. I love giant monster movies, and Godzilla obviously is an iconic Japanese icon. And so what if I get like a bunch of dinosaurs that basically represent Godzilla monsters, you know? Like you get like say Ankylosaurus or Euplocephalus as Anguirus. You get we'll bring the Pteranodons back just to represent Rodan. We'll get some kind of basic theropod to be Godzilla, and we'll even get Gojirosaurus, which funny enough is a real dinosaur, and it's a type of coelophysid, so we'll probably get coelophysis into the pot. There's a lot of cool options that we can try and do to make Jurassic World Japan cool, but otherwise I guess we'll find out. There was also What was once intended to be the next Jurassic World is now a theme park falling into chaos. The land was quickly sold off to the new owner and entrusted Din to create the paleo theme park that the site was always meant to be. So in other news, there was also a DLC. The new DLC is out. So there's 3 new dinosaurs: Irritator, Hypsilophodon, and what was the other one? And Ostroraptor. And obviously, hopefully I'll get them in the future. And also Deinonychus is back, which is awesome. So that tells us that even DLC dinosaurs will be back for free gradually. So that is awesome. So yeah, we'll see how things go. Yeah, I was worried that we would have to pay for them again. Yeah. Fukuya! Hey!
A tale as old as time. You see, now and then, an ambitious billionaire tries their luck creating a dinosaur theme park in a beautiful spot like this, and well, see for yourself, wild dinosaurs, broken infrastructure, struggling finances, but hey, at least the cherry blossoms are in bloom.
Oh yeah, Stegosaurus actually works really well for the Japanese theme because of Godzilla.
Our client has been abundantly clear in their expectations for this site. It's our job to meet those expectations and make this park secure, profitable, and a showcase of well-cared-for, naturally bred dinosaurs.
Allow me to emphasize the word secure there. And with the fences broken like this, who knows what dinosaurs escaped into the wilds? We have to be careful.
Of course, but don't let careful mean slow. This is a remarkable opportunity for us to expand our global influence, and I want this client to be overjoyed with our work.
Alright. Katsuyama, Japan. $250,000 amenities profit per minute. 95% shelter coverage. Okay. Number of non-herbivores, 40. Yeesh. That's... Okay, so they want us to have a bunch of carnivores. Total dinosaur appeal, 13,000. Right, and the appeal modifiers. Concavinator is the most attractive dinosaur with 140. Eutyrannus with 128. Carnotaurus with 126. Utahraptor with 119. Ceratosaurus with 107. Pyroraptor with 91. And Herrerasaurus with 82. Okay. We'll probably go for Pyroraptor, honestly. I think that's what I would want to go for the whole Fukuya Raptor thing.
While it may not be the most glamorous aspect of paleo curation, right now, getting everything repaired and operational is our priority. They let it break, but we're gonna fix it.
Right. Okay, so already we actually got some good looking enclosures just on the spot, so we can just borrow these enclosures right now. This looks depressing. This one. But I kind of dig it. It's like kind of like a expedition site almost. Okay, right. Take control of the maintenance team. Okay, so we're gonna manually fix everything. It's kind of like
I'm impressed that a full-on theme park was even set up after everything we've seen. I guess imitation is the greatest form of flattery, right?
If that's true, Jurassic World must be blushing. The old owners of this place copied them right down to their park crumbling.
This kind of reminds me, I'm getting flashbacks to the Fallen Kingdom Chaos Theory, right? If anybody remembers that one. It was a similar premise. I go around fixing everything manually. What did I think I also had to like either tranquilize it or take pictures, or I had to do something. Yeah. Well, it's interesting. Whoa. Okay. Oh, everything looks way better than what I probably would have made. I wish I was good at making like cute. I find myself, it's interesting. I think I'm a pretty decent at making like good dinosaur enclosures, but when it comes to making like human-made stuff, I think it's because it's the same for drawings, right? I can make pretty cool looking monsters and stuff, but I'm never great at making like people.
Enclosures are operational and secure. Time to bring the dinosaurs back in.
Stegosaurus.
Excellent stuff. Sounds like a classic trank and transport opportunity to me.
Not this time. Our client cares deeply about dinosaur welfare and does not want us to tranquilize them unless absolutely necessary. Find a different way to enclose them.
Very well. Our ranger team can herd the dinosaurs instead, which should work wonderfully. Or, as an old colleague would have described it, let's wrangle them into an enclosure.
What do we got here? Ah, we got some Coryphosauruses, and we've already gotten Coryphosauruses before in the past episode, but I guess there's nothing wrong with having Coryphosauruses again. Here they are. Here are the Stegosauruses. Yeah. Why didn't I think of Stegosaurus sooner? Of course Stegosaurus would make sense for Jurassic World Japan. Especially after I talked about the whole, like... with the whole, you know, Godzilla theme. And Godzilla... What was Godzilla? Godzilla was designed after a T-Rex and a Stegosaurus, or something like that, right? Because he's got the plates of a Stegosaurus and the body of a theropod dinosaur.
Dinosaurs will respond to 2 commands. Summon, which will draw them towards you, and send, which will make them charge away. I know which one I'd be using.
Come here. Yes, follow me. Preferably without hurting me. Locate and enclose the nearby wild Stegosaurus. Right. So where? What? So like there? Can I say? It's weirdly cute that they kind of just stand there, like waiting like a puppy waiting for orders. But here's a funny thing about the Godzilla name, actually, is that even though Godzilla is clearly like, you know, a dinosaur, you know, T-Rex and Stegosaurus, the name itself, Gojira, in Japanese, I'm pretty sure translates to gorilla and whale. Even though, like, he looks like neither. Located enclosed to a nearby enclosure. Is this enclosure not good enough? Is there a specific enclosure that you want me to take the Stegosauruses in?
Ranger team reporting a new asset.
Alright, I guess we'll take the Stegosauruses for a nice walk. Like as if they're my dog. Ow! Hey! Hey! I will give you your treats if you be a good boy. No headbutting the car. Remind me again why I'm not allowed to tranquilize the dinosaurs. It's like the definition of like, oh no, there's a herd of elephants rampaging this village. Let's just safely move them with a healthy dose of tranquilizers that won't kill them. No, we need to wrangle them with a car. Like, but we could just very easily just say it's not like we're inept. We have if we have experts, you know, that can like safely tranquilize them without killing them. No, I want dinos. I want to wrangle them. You just want to see dinosaur cowboys, don't you? I want to wrangle them. That's why I'm doing this. I might as well also bring up that Fukuya formation, that Fukuya thing back there. Because there's no way that wasn't intentional, right? Because yeah, like I said, if the names wasn't obvious enough, obviously Fukuyosaurus and Fukuyaraptor were found in Fukuya. But I think when, like, all the Japanese dinosaurs were found in that one specific area, right? I don't think there's any other places in Japan where they actually have actual dinosaur formations, which is interesting. Yeah. There we go. Maybe that's what... Okay, right. Come on! Be a good stego and get in there. There we go. Probably should have put them there, but... Oh well, they live in the construction lands now. Although the fact that the objective hasn't finished yet tells me that this was not the spot. No, there we go.
Excellent work. Owen Grady would be rather proud, I think. Now let's head over to the second herd.
Yeah, but before we do that, can I just quickly just check on the actual Stegosaurus's, you know, needs first? Because I am, like, fairly certain that these guys aren't happy.
Check finished.
Okay. I'm not surprised. But they're not allowing me to comfort them, so I guess stuff me then, I guess. You know what? I'm going to do this mission, and then as soon as I'm able to, I'm going to tranquilize the Stegosauruses and move them somewhere better, just out of spite, because the fact that we're not allowed to... Look, the whole cowboy thing is really cool and all, but it's just more convenient to just tranquilize them, don't you think? Hello, Coryphosauruses.
Just as before, guide the dinosaurs into the nearby enclosure.
Alright. So now that I know that send actually makes them go into the thing, I'm gonna put the Coryphosauruses in that enclosure right there. It is way better. Don't get me wrong, the construction fossil site enclosure is cool and all, but yeah. There you go, come on. Howdy-yo. The site is losing money. Yeah, well... Oh, that is actually so cool.
All right, let's get these freshly wrangled dinosaurs comfortable in their new enclosures. Or their old ones, considering they escaped from this place.
Have my giant middle finger. Yeah, I'll move the Stegosauruses to this enclosure where I intended them to originally be. It's just a way better looking enclosure, right? Yeah, how about the Creepusauruses? I do kind of like the aesthetic of this though, you know, the downward like slope thing, using the rocks as natural fences. It's cool. It's a really cool and looking enclosure. I want to see if I can try and replicate it somehow. And there's also the swamp stuff, right? So maybe if I can, I'll try and replicate the swamp stuff. So if you guys remember earlier, that I mentioned that I saw I got to see Prehistoric Planet Ice Age early, or at least one episode early. I got to see the third episode, which focuses on Australian megafauna. So obviously, and I got to watch it with my old tutors who did used to work on the animal, specifically Phylacoleo and Diprotodons, right? So Aaron. It's not Aaron Nash. It's a dinosaur guy. But Aaron, I'm sorry, I can't remember your name, even though he was literally my teacher and coordinator. But yeah, but we got to watch it with him in the audience, and yeah, it was cool. There's still like several things wrong with the actual episode itself. And ever since when I got back from home, I've watched the actual full series, and I'll give my opinion on the show. What I will say is that it's still a good watch. I still enjoyed watching it, but there is definitely like a lot of things that I can pinpoint that either bug me or is just straight up just wrong.
We have detected power outages across the site. Available.
But otherwise, if for an entertainment wise, it's pretty good. Alright, now the Stegosaurus. Let's fix up your enclosure. By giving you some stuff that you want.
We have no way to know what animals escape this park, so we need to be prepared. Let's set up security cameras to keep an eye out. We can assign a capture team to them, and if a threat is spotted, they'll be able to respond immediately.
Oh, cherry blossoms. Cherry blossoms are so pretty. I definitely want to try and get as much cherry blossoms in this park. You know, just to fit that Japanese style. I don't know why they're pink. Obviously, I work with animals, not plants, so I'm not educated. But why are cherry blossoms pink? All right, construct at least 2 operational security cameras and research the following security cameras. All right, so this is the new stuff, right? So obviously, so first off, let's just get a bunch of let's get this stuff out of the way. You. Jesse Apara. Jesse had to overcome some fears before agreeing to join the team. Jesse went to the Technical University of Munich studying geoscience. Jesse started in a junior role, but quickly climbed the career ladder. What fears did you had that it was worth to tell us that you had to... What? Okay. Welcome aboard, Jesse. We need to cook, Jesse. Alright. Operations maybe? Yeah, here we go. Security cameras. So how does this work? Because you already like pretty much tell me like, hey, something's happening, you know, when a dinosaur is breaking out. But what does the I don't know, maybe it'll work the same way as JPOG. I do actually wonder how much of this game is going to slowly devolve into just straight up just like JPOG with better graphics, right? It kind of already is JPOG with better graphics, except that you kind of have like in JPOG you're very restricted to like a grid view on what you can build. Well, obviously here you can like build curves and blah blah blah. But imagine if they added something like the avoidance beacons, right? Because they already have like the entire dinosaur roster of the JPOG dinosaurs in the game. So how long will and you got the balloons now. So how long will it take until everything down to even like message from Dr. Grant? Oh man, could you imagine if I get like if I play the campaign and I start hearing like message from blah blah blah, I'm going to like I'm going to be amazed. Yeah. But anyways, right. Let's set up these security cameras.
You know what? I think we're ready. Let's open this park to the public.
No, we're not.
And quick, before Cabot insists on a ribbon cutting ceremony.
I still haven't... The Karifa... Alright. There we go. Right, so how does this work?
Helicopter protection deployed.
Just assign a...
Confirming task.
Because again, I thought like...
Request acknowledged.
I thought you already do this. Don't you already do this? You put like a beacon there and stuff, and then put like a helicopter and then... Okay. Let's open the park. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen,
We should
without
focus
further
on
ado,
guests for a bit now that the doors are open. Keep them comfortable
Wonders
and they'll
World
keep coming.
Jurassic Park. Now open. How do you say that in Japanese? Obviously, I don't know my Japanese. Actually, I know a tiny bit. I remember way back in, what was it, preschool? Preschool, I had Japanese class. And I learned, literally, the only thing I've ever learned, like, in the year of me having that entire class, was just, Konnichiwa, boku no mae wa Masulo desu ka? That's it. I don't know anything else. I think, correct me if I'm wrong to any Japanese viewers, but I think that translates to hello, my name's Marcel. I'm a boy? Okay. Increase the number of guests on site. Increase guest comfort by blah blah blah. Make $75,000 per profit. Right. That's, what can we do? Obviously a new dinosaur. can help. Let me look at my options. So like I said, Fukuyosaurus, Fukuyaraptor, and Kumayosaurus. We do actually have Iguanodon in our roster. So we probably could go for Iguanodon. But it also said that... But if we looked at management, here we go, yeah. The most popular... It seems to have a very big emphasis that they want us to have carnivorous dinosaurs. So I probably should think about getting some kind of carnivore of some kind. We can get Dimetrodon. We can get... Small carnivores, dig site 1. We can get a Troceraptor, Deinonychus, Dimetrodon, and Pyroraptor. I'm thinking we might get Pyroraptor. Right? Because I don't really want to get Velociraptor again. We already have one park back with the other, you know, stuff that has the Velociraptors. And I just think... and I want to use up all the dinosaurs eventually at some point or other. What about hybrids? Increase knowledge of the Ankylosaurus genome to blah, blah, blah. Giganotosaurus. Oh, okay. I am thinking that we probably might get some hybrids as well. Just to match with the whole kaiju theme as well. So... So yeah, I am thinking of getting Ankylosaurus for this park. So we'll probably get Ankylodocus. We don't have Spinosaurus yet, so we can't give Spinoraptor. Carnotaurus? Really? Okay, interesting. We don't even have T-Rex yet, so we can't get that. We could get Stegoceratops, actually. Stegoceratops can work. And obviously these two can't work because we don't have T-Rex. So later down the line, unless by somehow, for whatever reason, T-Rex and Spinosaurus comes back, and then we can get all these other hybrids. But until then, just for later, not right now, because that would be psychopathic to try and get hybrids now. But for now, these two dinosaurs will be in the roster later. But in the meantime, yeah, get Pyroraptor and Iguanodon. I'm also thinking with Kumayosaurus, since that one is a Edmontosaurus. Is it? I can't remember. I'm really struggling with which one's which between Kumayosaurus and Fukuyosaurus, because they're both ornithopods, but they're very different ornithopods. I'm contemplating if I even want to get Edmontosaurus, since we have Edmontosaurus in Texas. And what about Coelophysis? Where does Coelophysis fit in? Compes, Dilophosaurus. Do I have Coelophysis? I do have Coelophysis, so we can get Coelophysis for Gojirasaurus. This is gonna be interesting. Yeah. But you know what? I think we'll do that, yeah, in a later episode, because currently we're out of time. But next episode we'll focus on getting our next dinosaur for over here. You know, we'll probably get Coelophysis, I reckon. And yeah, we'll see how things go. We'll try and get the guest counts to go up. Yeah. So if you guys enjoyed the video, click the like button. If you want to see more, click the subscribe button. And I'm Super Marcel. Make sure you have a super time. Bye bye.